Hello folks, my name is SenileSarge, and today I'm going to answer an important question. Is Caliber worth playing? Let's get after it. As always, please take a few minutes to like the video and of course comment. Love to get questions and of course comments from you on things that maybe I didn't cover that you want to ask questions about. If you're looking for a community to join just to hang out, play games, or you're a content creator, come hang out with us. You can join at discord.gg/rallypoint. You can also find that down in the description. In the background, we're going to have a little bit of Caliber gameplay so you can kind of watch it and see what the game looks like if you're new to the channel. Also, we got lots of other videos throughout the channel on Caliber, spending a lot of time making them to try to help folks understand the game a little bit better. So let's chat through a few things to help you decide about the game. There's really no order here, but all of it's probably going to have merit for you. Maybe not all of it, but the majority of it will. The most important thing I need to say up front is this game is in beta, and we need to remember that as we kind of move forward and all the things we're going to talk about. The bigger the community gets, then obviously, or we would hope, more things are going to come to the game. So some of these things that I talk about, you never know. Community gets here, next thing you know, developers taking things into consideration and they start adding some of these things to it. Remember that this game's a tactical shooter. So if you like to run and gun, you're probably not going to enjoy this game very much. It's not forgiving at all. And plus, you don't have a lot of ammo. Speaking of ammo, you don't have a lot of bullets. So you're going to run out of ammo very quickly inside of this game. And it's meant to do that, right? Because it is a tactical shooter. So it's important to know that coming in as well. It's a team-based game. So if you like to play alone, you're probably going to get frustrated. That frustration is going to come from a couple different things. One, the queue times, if you don't have a 4-person team, sometimes is long. I've seen anywhere from 1.5 to 5.5 minutes waiting in the queue when it's just me and I don't have an entire team. If you want matches to be quick, you just need a team of 4 people. You and 3 of your pals, you will instantly get into a match and off you go. Randoms like to do random things. And what I mean by that is if you just join a match with random people, when you think the medic should come heal you, the medic's probably not going to come heal you. Probably going to be out there doing other things than what you want them to do. That's not everybody, but sometimes you're going to run into that. And it's the same thing with support. It's the same thing with assault. You know, in marksman, each one of them, sometimes you'll get a random person that's just going to kind of do their own thing. Tactics are king in this game. You can't treat this game like a non-tactical, I have lots of ammo and infinity armor type of a shooter, because that's not what it is. You have to think tactically when you're moving around the map, and you have to have map awareness, and you've got to communicate. And again, I got to mention bullets. You're going to run out of ammo. So if you spray and pray, you're just going to hurt your team, and of course you're going to run out of ammo. And there's only so many boxes around the map, and often you're going to use a box and be like, I wish I hadn't used that box. I had to pick one up before. So just know that coming in as well. This game has a team-based goal no matter where you're at. If you're in PvE mode, if you're in the PvE VP mode or the PvP mode, it's team-based. It's meant to be team-based. So if you don't have a team, probably not going to like it. If you like free-to-play games and you like just kind of jumping in and trying out new games, I would tell you to at least try it. I mean, it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And even if you think it's going to cost you, it's not. You can play the game for free. And you can play PvE to your heart's content and never have to worry about what some are concerned about, which is that pay to win. Because if you're playing PvE, you don't ever have to worry about other players that have decided to use money. And when I mentioned the PvE, the pay to win portion of this, and I made another video about it, I'm still like struggling with this, because there's an experience factor that goes into this game. It doesn't matter. You've got to have experience playing the game. And for somebody to just buy all the operators, which there's 44 plus 4 with the recruits, that would be thousands and thousands of dollars to be able just to rank their player up to where they would need it. The other part is that some of these characters require other resources that you just can't buy. So I'm still on the fence about pay to win, because I truly believe if you have a team, you've got good communication, all of that. I don't care how good one player is that decided to spend thousands of dollars. I still have a feeling, and we proved it during a 4-player kind of team that we had, that we can absolutely crush teams that aren't communicating appropriately. So again, if you like that, if you're a solo player, it may be just a little bit too much for you. If you hate PvE games and just want PvP, the grind is going to be real in this game. You're not going to just jump into this game, play a couple PvE matches, and move to PvP. Because if you do that, which I'm warning you now, if you do it now, you're not going to like it and you're going to leave the game. So just know it's meant to put you through a grind so that you learn the game, you get experience, and then you're becoming a better player on the backside. And I just mentioned the grind. I haven't really noticed that grind as much because most of the time when I'm playing with other people and I'm having a really good time. So I have not noticed this grind that I'm seeing a lot of folks talk about. And most of the folks that I'm watching videos or I've talked to, it's because they're playing by themselves. And that I would believe would create just a little bit of a grind. You got 3 different types of game modes. So if you like PvE, you're going to like it. If you like tactical, team-based PvP, you're going to like it. If you like the idea of having PvP, VP, where you're playing against NPCs and other players, then you're going to like the game. I mean, again, it's free, but that doesn't mean that it's going to be fun. It just means that I think that you're still going to like it. If you want a controller, unfortunately, there is no controller support in the game right now, so probably not the best game for you to choose right now. Again, I do think the developers would be interested to hear if folks want to have controller support. There's not a really big community for the game right now, which, I mean, it's made in Russia, so, you know, I'm not sure that they're really focused on the community. I see a couple, you know, comments from folks on YouTube videos from Russia just talking about that they've not built that community out. So I'm not sure how much that's going to help, but if you're a console player, the chances of this game coming out in the next year is probably minimal to none. I mean, I know they're focused on the PC version right now. That's important to know. The other thing is you can't customize your loadouts the way that you probably are used to customizing it. That means you can't pick an operator and then pick the weapon that you're going to use. You've got to physically go through all 44, you know, operators, look at them, choose the one that you like based off of the equipment they have, you know, their abilities, the fighter wheel, all of that to choose the best type of character. And in some of my videos, I talk about the fighter wheel is probably the most important piece. I'm going to do a video on that because that, based on your play style, if you're somebody that wants to move fast to get to a point, then you're looking for somebody that moves quickly. If you're somebody that likes to stand out in the middle of an open area and get shot, then you probably want to be a support character, as they're a little bit tougher. So it's important to kind of understand, you know, what each character kind of brings. So there's not a lot of weapon swapping and customization with the loadouts, but as you level up your character, you are going to be opening up, you know, sights. You're going to be opening up sometimes suppressors and silencers, you know, green dots, red dots, those type of things, but it's not going to have the customization that some of you will want. I know right now I've got multiple characters unlocked based off of in-game time with coins and credits, and I've come to have one almost every class now that I'm absolutely loving playing. So again, you don't have to spend a lot of money doing it, but I do enjoy what they've already provided in that portion. There's a lot of talk, or there's a huge take, what I would say, or a missing piece of this, which is really the videos to help you understand as you first step into the game. So there's just a lot to take in. You know, there's not a lot of explanations. There's not operator videos, which is partly why I'm doing a lot of these videos. So the learning curve is a little bit steep, but I truly believe the developer did that because they wanted you to get experience by just playing the game. They do a pretty good job of opening things up as you progress through the game, whether it's, you know, the PvE, VP or the PvP, and then the battle pass and all these things. All of these things open up as you level your character up. So I think they've done a pretty good job of that, but there's just not a lot of data up front, a lot of videos to help. You know, but there is a logbook and some other things. I showed that in the lobby area that you can read through and kind of understand things, but I'm not sure it gives you all the data or things that you may want. So just quick roll up. If you got 3 pals that like tactical shooters, including you, you're going to like the game. Why? Because it's free. It's fun to play. All the modes have their own unique kind of focus area. So I would tell you, at least try it out. If you like PvE games, then you're probably going to like the game. Because then the pay to win, this whole kind of argument on the pay to win thing kind of goes away. It's non-existent at that point because it's basically you can just level up the character and you get there when you get there. If you like third-person shooters, old school SOCOM, Ghost Recon, stuff like that, you're gonna like the game, like the mechanics of the game, but you may not enjoy the PvP side because somebody who's a level 30, 35 is naturally because they have unlocked so much and they have so much experience in the game, is probably gonna, they're gonna wreck you a little bit. But that's okay. I mean, they've got experience, and that's what this game's all about. So hopefully I helped you a little bit. I know that I'm loving the game. I normally play with people, though. It's free to play. There's no reason not to play it. I think the mechanics are good and all of that. There are some things that I wish that the game had, so I'm interested to see. I think 6 months to a year from now, the game's going to be even better than its current state. As always, thanks for watching the video, and look forward to seeing you on the next one. This is SenileSarge, signing off.